Good evening and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I am Patinator, or at least I assume I am. I could be someone else, but neither of us will ever know. Anyway, we will now rename Bruno into Stitch, who I believe is another writer on the FantomZone occasionally. He has his own blog. I forgot the URL right now, but we're probably going to put that in the description of the video. Now, if you're Stitch, what can you do? Oh no, that's the blacksmith. We're doing pretty well so far. Everyone is relatively healthy. No one has gone insane. We've only had one death, and arguably that was avoidable. He has no levels yet, so we cannot upgrade him. Not much else to do here. I don't want to there's no point in upgrading survival our camping skills yet, so we're just gonna embark. Sipon in third slot, Durian in last, Kikai in first, and Stitch in second. Everyone else is kind of stressed, and they will need time off because aside from being stressed, we will also need them to we will need them to go to the sanitarium. Oh shit, we've got the Necromancer apprentice quest. Oh, that's kind of a pickle, because I don't think we can do it with this team. I'd much rather have the bounty hunter, Toinkos, in it because he's got fantastic single target damage. And you're level nothing. With that in mind, we're gonna start upgrading our shit. Yes, we can, thank God.
Fan the flames, mold the metal.
That could have been bad.
We are raising an army.
Durian does not need to upgrade that much. Kikai does. Stitch cannot. He does not have the levels. This should be fine in theory. The unfortunate part is because we do not have a lot of... Ooh, level 3. We do not have a lot of gold. It is not likely that we'll be able to to kit ourselves out that well, aside from the basics. And that's okay. Well, it should be okay. In theory, it'll be okay. We do not have our healer either. It should be fine. There are... I mean, it's still an alpha, but people already have no healing runs. And we're gonna go with our 8 torches. Torches are actually kind of easy to find, so I'm comfortable with 8. And our... Oh, we do have enough money. Okay. We do not want bleeding. That seems like a lot, but it'll work out. I am absolutely certain this will work out, and if it doesn't,
Mastery
well,
over life and death
that's the game.
chief among my early pursuits. I began in humility, but my ambition was limitless. Who could have divined the prophetic import of something as unremarkable as a twitch in the leg of a dead rat?
Look, I didn't say something because I was thinking that I would edit the volume so that it gets really loud there so you can hear that little monologue. But I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen, so let's just pretend it did. Our only objective is to kill the Necromancer apprentice, which I assume will be here. Let's go dive him instead of dicking around. This is not the ideal team. We have a good set of skills, but why take risks when there's no real appreciable gain for them? Let us harvest. Ooh, that's a good skill actually, but they don't bleed. Heroic end makes us kind of fucked up. You don't have a real target. You don't have a real way of hitting someone in front. Wish you could look at their... Oh, you can look at their stats. Huh. So this is gonna happen because he works very well in front, and in front he has an attack that can hit the first guy. Right now we're gonna stun the back two. They do have no stun resist, so if this hits, they should be stunned. Fantastic.
How quickly the tide turns.
Jesus, get it together. 5 to 10 should do it, but we're gonna go with the Wicked Slice. 6 to 12, better odds.
Executed
Max roll.
with impunity.
That guy's a fucking machine. Wicked Hack should do it. It does not, but these two are stunned. We have removed meaningful actions. He did the graveyard slash. We shall... He can't use harvest, but that's okay. I don't think it'll be that useful. That's interesting. Solo might be useful if we're playing control, but we are not. 1 damage will do it. Yeah.
Give them no quarter.
Who's a rockstar? You're a rockstar. We do not have heals. We're gonna have to make this. We're gonna have to play kind of well. That's not playing well, Dorian. Pay attention. Wicked Slice ought to kill one of them outright.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
Fantastic. And Wicked Hack. And we're good. Except for that 1 crit on Seapon, we're doing fine. More food, that's fantastic. That's not ideal, but that happened.
The trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Into the room we go. Knock knock. Who's there? Nobody. Nobody who? Fuck you, that's what. Big fight here, but that is not the boss. We might go back for that later. It's a big guy for me. Stun the back row. Very good. The reason why she... Holy shit.
About to break.
No, not the only person who's doing work.
Death waits for the slightest lapse in concentration.
What do we do here? 1 is stunned. Do we have anything to attack the back? No, we don't. Yes, we do. 3 to 6 isn't good odds, so we may as well let him bleed.
A powerful blow.
We are going to reduce there. For 7. That's weird. Look at the stats in the lower left. It only updates when you target something, which I guess is okay. It's not great. It's not ideal. But we're gonna make him bleed more. Because bleed indeed stacks. Now it's 4 damage per round. Actually, we can make him bleed a lot. And he's dead. The reason that we could target them with our stun move was because that guy counted as taking up 2 spaces. If Seapon dies, we're leaving. We'll just call this shit a wash. Slice off. Slice on. If it bleeds 5, actually, why not just die?
A faint hope blossoms.
And we will blight you. I assume Seapon's move is next. Nope, wrong. Slice. I have the bleed or the blight does it. Or there could also be nothing. Heroic End is so weird, that debuff. I actually don't know how long debuffs last.
So too will resistance.
Let's give him some food. Heal him a little. Give him a shot at survival. We're not in a bad spot, but we're not in a great spot either. Jester, how are you with traps? Very bad, apparently. Damn it, Stitch.
Lie in wait.
Work harder.
Sprung and thirsting for blood.
Work smarter. Work smart. Work smart. Empty room and no visible encounters, so we should be fine kind of rushing this. Oh crap. While she's being infected, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Very professional. And let's move on. Our highwaymen should be able to deal with this. Fantastic. We're not having the Jester do it. I don't know why I thought...
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of
Are you bleeding?
emptiness reveal themselves.
Hold on, I know you have something for bleeding. That ought to do it. Man, the next fight anyway. Right now we can't.
And now the true test. Hold fast.
Here comes the stress. How many more rounds? 2 more rounds? Great.
Injury and despondence.
And then another one.
Heroism
More stress.
or cowardice.
It's all about management at this point.
The match is
We could leave, that's the safe play.
Star is born.
It's also kind of a boring play. I hope he's here. It'd be really tragic if the Necromancer wasn't here. We only have, I assume, only... Unless this is a hallway of buttfuckery, we should be fine. I'm not seeing any encounters. So this might be a good time to use our firewood and camp out.
A moment of respite.
That healing,
Just to
though.
steel oneself against the coming horrors.
10% isn't a lot, really. 10% of 22 is 2.2. What can you do? Mockery. All companions reduce stress. One companion increase stress by 20. That's actually pretty good. Every rose has its thorn. Let's heal you up and reduce our stress. Revel self only, minus 10 accuracy, minus 4 speed, reduce... Oh, that's terrible. Battle trance. I do know that the Necromancer is a large monster, because I have fought him in my off-camera play, and it worked out pretty well. One companion, that doesn't mean he can't heal himself. We're gonna cure you. You actually are gonna use Battle Trance. And we are done for the day. Oh wait, we have two. Wound Kara. We should priority heal him. I love the low numbers here. That is one of the big problems I have with Diablo. It's all giant fucking numbers, millions and billions. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say I love Diablo 3, but I do like it. But the problem is the numbers become so abstract at that point, and it's not a matter of, oh, an ambush by spiders. That's nice. I don't think it's gonna matter. Says I. But I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. Harvest, slice off. The bleach will not do it. So we may as well kill it. Yeah, the Diablo is very abstract now as a game. It's really, you're not really saying like, oh, it's good, I dealt 69 million damage with that one move. It's just clicking something until something is done, and that sounds kind of silly, but there's a real difference in how the game is approached, because it's no longer about doing well, it's about, I don't know, maybe I'm talking out of my ass because it's late. I assume it's like midnight right now. Well, it's midnight for me. I don't know what time it is where you are. How are you doing?
The way is lit.
How are you doing? Fine. I'm doing alright.
We require only the strength to follow it.
That better be the boss. And yes, it is. Look at that giant fucking skull. 2 encounters. We should be fine. Oh, stop poking your head into... Oh, alright, that worked out. It might not have. Minus 10 stress resist. Not gonna take it. Dealing with... Am I stroking out, or is that a fucking earthquake? I'm gonna go with earthquake. Tiny one. Nothing to be worried about. False alarm. If this goes up on YouTube, you can rest assured that I'm safe because I survived to put it up on YouTube. This encounter was expected. We are still at Radiant Light. We're doing fine. We're going to stun the shit out of both of you because you only have 10 stun resist. That ought to work. Excellent. No problems so far. Bleed is pointless. Solo is kind of pointless. Why are you even in this party, really? Now that I think about it. 4 to 7 damage is okay. It'll give Sipon a chance to use his grape shot. Not to be confused with rape shot. 1 meaningful activation down. Grape shot should kill you and wound him considerably. Fantastic. 16 health. Man, their arbalists are kind of tough. Wicked slice for the gentleman of the back. You win. And you live. For now. And you're dead. We do not have any stuns available. I think I actually got you Yop. I did. I should... Man, I've been doing that the past few days. I should really assign skills that I train them in. You have 1 life. What a coincidence. I can do 1 damage.
A trifling
1 damage if you're an idiot.
But a victory nonetheless.
I don't use Iron Swan anyway. I remember watching this old movie, Iron Eagle. Pretty good. Very ancient. I actually don't know if it's actually really good or if it's because I was a kid and I fucking love jet planes, fighter planes. Jet planes, that sounds so childish. Pay attention. It's not like I could do anything at that point. That could be trouble. Yes, well done, Dirty and Gray. Bandaging. I do have bandages. We can reduce their accuracy or do nothing. I could also do nothing. Let's open a vein. That guy is really tough. If we go to Wicked Slice, it will deal 6 to 12 only in a good roll. So we're gonna go with a kind of safe play. Not the best play, but the kind of safe play. This will also set up for the Barbarian or our Hellion to deal with everybody. But I'm betting on you. That was a bad bet, in case you were curious. It did not pay off. Wicked Hack ought to kill you. We have reduced activations, but not... We reduced the guy that, you know, gives bleed, but not the rearrangers, which I'll take. I mean, dead is a bad status effect, and I believe the only one you can't cure your way out of. Let's just reduce your accuracy and play safe. Rock out. Debuffed. Alright, accuracy minus 10 works for me. We shall blight you. Get started in ripping you to shreds. No. Okay, that's fine. Wicked Slice again, 6 to 12, pretty good. 6 will do because the bleed will finish the job. This is kind of awkward actually. 7 to 13, wow, you hit like a truck. May as well. 7, huh? Lowest rolls. He's used axe blade, but doesn't an axe really have a blade already? I mean, you can use the pommel, but you wouldn't call it axe pommel when you attack with it. At least I assume you wouldn't. Let's finish you off. Good man. That's exactly what I wanted. Turns out that rule of not talking about our plans doesn't matter. Let's blight you. Kinda beefy this guy, 24 HP. Kinda tough. But we now have 4 activations versus his 1. And he should be dead. Fantastic. We're now getting close to the boss. I think it will go well. I'll use a key on this. Fantastic. We are kind of low on health, and with at least one more encounter. That encounter needs to go well. Thank God I brought that shovel.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
It absolutely does need to go well. Which is good, because we not only surprised them. There are only 3 of them. Oh, let's end this fast.
Be gone.
Oh, don't waste your crits on that. Save him for the big guy.
Well struck.
I guess I shouldn't complain, but it's working at all. Surprise round. Wicked Hack for the Arbalist. Thank you. Noxious Blast for you. Wicked Slice for you. And we're done. I believe that is the encounter we were expecting. So we should do fine. Read the book. Reading is fun. Is it a good effect? Robusta. Good damage resist. Since we're not...
Light, the promise of safety.
Since we're leaving immediately after that, I don't trust our team enough to do well on this. So we're just gonna use our food now. And hope for the best. 105, you say?
Nightmare-made material.
Attrition-wise is kind of a problem. I don't want that thing to keep coming up. So we're gonna kill it. Pay attention, guys. I said we're gonna kill it. Since you can't attack the front, I guess we're doing this. We're making him bleed. which is a fairly efficient way of dealing with people with high HP. And you're gonna die. Is it worth stunning? Yes. It is worth stunning. If it worked. But it did not, and now I just debuffed myself to deal 1 damage. That's great. That is sarcasm. That is pure sarcasm. How is your resist to stun? 70, huh? Feel like I made a bad decision. Here's the problem. If we could only kill that in 1 action, we could have the piling up on the Necromancer, but game's not cooperating right now. I don't want to do that just yet. Maybe we can just affect his accuracy. We can try this again. Yeah, it worked. And the debuff does stack. I don't know how long that's gonna stick around. He does have a low bleed resist. Relatively low, so it might work out. We're just gonna keep stunning you and hoping for the best. Poison and stun, poison and stun. That's the game. That minus dodge throw. How much damage does it even do? 5 to 9? What does it do? Does it just hit harder? This is not the ideal team to bring here, by the way. I would have brought... Yay, 4 damage. I would have totally brought the Bounty Hunter and myself. Tonkos and me, because we're very good at single target damage. He's unholy, so I deal a fuck ton. And the Bounty Hunter will fuck him up. Great at single targets. Not so much at masses, but it's okay. Wow, how's your debuff resist? 50%? Blight you. How much poison damage are we doing? 4 per round, 6 per round. Pretty good. Well, assuming we don't die, it's gonna be pretty good.
A hand's breadth from becoming unwound.
Do I have heals at all? No, I don't. Feels like I overlooked something super important when we first came out in this. If it bleeds or yop. Yop! Yup! Yeah, well played. As long as he's not bleeding, we're gonna be fine. Noxious Blast, I want to get rid of you as soon as possible. 2 per round, eh? The Yop ought to do it, but it's not necessary, so we're just gonna make you bleed some more. Because the 2 of you are gonna miss your next actions. We're gonna rock out instead.
A singular strike.
And now the bleed, the blight should kill our bone soldier target. And this is working out nicely. The problem is the moment this guy looks at Sipon, he's dead. Sipon's gonna die. So we need to keep him stunned. Missed my shot. Good, you lived. You might yet make it.
Teetering on the brink.
Ooh, okay.
The abyss.
That's unexpected. All flesh fails in the fullness of time. His death blow resistance is 67%. You have a bleed of 4. Which means you have an effective HP of 18. Can we deal 18? Possibly, but then there's this asshole. You dealt 19. You're now my new favorite guy. Someone's getting a cake in the morning. I think that just saved us, actually. And that did indeed save us. We just won.
With no living sinew to actuate.
And when he moves, he melts. Smashy, smashy, and okay, that feels good. That went well. We almost died, but we did not, which is what is important. Plus 10 to bleed skills, eh? Who can bleed? Who bleeds well? You two bleed well, so you're gonna get that. Jester only minus +1 crit, -1 speed. That's okay. Good trade in my book. -8 resist affliction. Who has a good resist affliction? Or disease? Is a disease the same as an affliction? Anyway, still, he's getting it because he earned that shit. And I hope that this, if it is trapped, does not kill us. I forgot to use the key. I am such a fucking dumbass.
Trinkets and baubles.
We're gonna discard this key because I'm not gonna use it anymore. And we have succeeded in killing the Necromancer apprentice. Kind of tenuous at some points, but we worked it out. Stitch was the real MVP, the MVP we don't deserve, but we do have. What do we get? Sipan at level 2, pretty good. Dorian grade level 2, we can give him a rest. Stress Eater. I'm not even gonna touch that one. Stitch, Bloodthirsty, fantastic. You earned that one. Fascinated with injury, wounds, and torture, which I assume means he's gonna touch every torture device we see. But that's okay. He's earned the right to be a little weird. You get big enough, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Horror beneath the manor.
Our next target is the Swine Prince.
That must be destroyed.
So engaged in pleasures of the flesh and recovered 65 stress. No longer hopeless. Moshpit baby. Won a trinket. Pretty good. We're gonna have her gamble some more. Recovered 55 stress. Recovered 45 stress. No longer hopeless. No longer hopeless. Lots of upgrades. Let's see who we can hire. We have all of these already. I would like a new occultist, please, because we lost the other one in a incident and rabies. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. We're gonna take a shot at the swine. How do I even go back to that screen? Did that? Oh, I have a lot of... Huh, well, we're gonna take a look at this next time. There we go. We're gonna start on our quest to defeat the Swine Prince next. I don't think we'll have to do a lot of grinding. I think we're all in a good position, and we've only lost one occultist. Anyway, thanks. If you enjoyed the video, please like, and if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have lots of content up just for you, and for us, because we enjoy making it. Anyway, that's this episode of Darkest Dungeon. I'll see you next time.